Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be going over the DJI Mavic Pro II. So I went over this in a recent upload, but since some new leaks came out yesterday morning, I decided I would update you guys on them since they are pretty cool. And while on the note of that last video, I would like to say thank you all so much for the feedback I got on that, all the amazing comments. Thank you all so much. I was so pleased with that video, and there will be many more to come in the future, so stay tuned for that. And on a not so good note, today I was out flying my DJI Mavic Pro and I crashed it. I am in the process of deciding whether I should use my DJI Care Refresh or not, as it was pretty bad, but I'm still trying to figure out if it's fixable. So there will be a video coming up soon on that. So if anyone knows a lot about the DJI Mavic Pro and problems with the gimbal, please stay tuned to give me some insight on what I should do about my drone and whether it's worth spending the $80 for the first DJI Care Refresh. But anyways, just before we start here, I want to say how I got this information. So basically what I did was I went to a bunch of websites, YouTube videos, and articles about the DJI Mavic Pro II, and I basically just wrote down all the information that each source was saying about the Mavic Pro II, and then I looked back on them, and every one that overlapped between sources, I decided those would most likely be the ones that are going to be on the Mavic Pro II. Those are the ones in this video. I have all those sources linked down in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. But anyways, with that out of the way, let's get right into this video. Okay, so the leaks are suggesting that the Mavic Pro II will be much bigger than the current Mavic Pro, but smaller than the Phantom 4. The official name of the Mavic Pro II will most likely be the Mavic Pro II rather than the Mavic Pro number 2. The Mavic Pro II will most likely have a 4820 mAh battery with 15.2 volt power, compared with the Mavic Pro and Mavic Pro Platinum that have a 3830 mAh battery at 11.4 volts. This is quite a big increase. As well, we should see an increase from the current 27 to 30 minute flight time all the way up to a 33 to 38 minute flight time on the Mavic Pro II. The batteries will also have a different design than the current Mavic Pro batteries, which is a blessing and a curse, as a new design is always cool and refreshing, but we will most likely not see backwards compatibility with our current Mavic Pro batteries. With this extra power from the larger batteries, we should also see larger motors for extra propulsion, and from this we should see increased speeds. And since I got a comment in my last video requesting information about the speeds of the Mavic Pro II, I will go over this at the end of the video. The remote control should be the same design as the current Mavic Pro controller, but it should include the removable thumbsticks, and it should keep the display. As well, the DJI Mavic Pro II will most likely be controlled by the DJI Go 4 app once again, which is kind of a blessing and a curse, because when it works it's fine, but on some devices it doesn't work so well, and you know what devices I'm talking about. The DJI Mavic Pro II will most likely feature a newly designed 3-axis gimbal, which should include shock resistance, shake resistance, and just be more sturdy all around. The horizon level error should be gone from the current Mavic Pro. It should be more protected. The protector and gimbal cover should be much easier to put on. I hope they do that, because the current one is a hassle. And as well, we should see screw-on ND filters like on the Phantom 4. Now on the end of this gimbal, we should see a 1-inch CMOS sensor, which is just huge compared to the current Mavic Pro, which has a 1/2/3 inch CMOS sensor, and we should see it with a 28mm lens. The frame rate should be 4K at 60 frames per second, as well as 1080p at 120 to 240 frames per second, and all of these will be at 100 megabytes per second versus the current 60 megabytes per second. It should include infrared 3D obstacle avoidance sensors so that it can avoid obstacles even in the dark, and as well it should feature rear obstacle avoidance sensors, as well as the front and bottom ones that we have on the current Mavic Pro. As well, with these bigger motors and smaller body than the Phantom 4 Pro, this should increase its agility and precision. Now, some other information about the Mavic Pro II is that beta testing of the Mavic Pro II ended late January, and mass production has started already, which was in early February. The launch date is possibly March 22nd, but like I said in my last video, we shouldn't see it any later than October at the very latest. because that is when it was released in 2016. The expected price is $1,300, and like most DJI products, if there's a Fly More combo, you know it will be a couple $100 more. Okay, so now that I've gone over some of the new things and some of the old things about the Mavic Pro II, I would just like to once again mention some of the things that I wish they would add to the Mavic Pro II, which are fast charging for the batteries, as well as side and top obstacle avoidance sensors, because those would have saved my butt today when I crashed my drone. Okay, so now to go over some of the requests that I got from my last video. We'll start with if there will be onboard storage, and judging by the leaks, it seems like there will be. And just thinking about it, if they added it to the Mavic Air, which is a lower end model than the Mavic Pro II will be, why would they not add at least 8 to 16 gigabytes of internal storage to the Mavic Pro II, just as a backup if your SD card fills up or if you forget it, because we are all guilty of that at some point. So I hope that answers your question. And now to the speed of the Mavic Pro II. Judging by all the leaks, it seems as if the Mavic Pro II will be at par or even superior to the Phantom 4 Pro, which pretty much means it will be a foldable Phantom 4 Pro, which is a bit smaller. And because of this, it should be a lot faster than the current Mavic Pro, as Phantom 4 Pro is, and with a smaller size, it should be more aerodynamic, as well as the new look that we are expecting to see from the new DJI drones, which is a much more futuristic look like we saw on the Mavic Air, which in turn will also add more aerodynamics, like I said, to make it be able to go faster, and with the smaller size it will be going even faster. So if we compare the current Mavic Pro to the Phantom 4 for speeds, here's what we get. So we should see something at par or even superior to the Phantom 4 Pro for speeds, as well as pretty much every aspect of the drone. I think they are going to put the Mavic Pro 2 at par with the Phantom 4 Pro and bring up the Phantom 4 Pro to surpass where it is now. But the sad thing about this is both the Mavic Pro 2 and the Phantom 5 will most likely be much more expensive than their current models, but we are getting a lot more tech packed inside and a lot more features and quality from both of them. So I hope that helped anyone who is wondering about the Mavic Pro 2. I just wanted to do a quick update because of the new leaks that came out. And like I said, I'm going to be coming out with a video about how I've crashed my Mavic Pro and why there are all these broken propellers here. And if, like I said, if there's anyone who knows a lot about the Mavic Pro, please stay tuned so that you can help me out with this. I would be very grateful if someone could tell me if this is something that I should go through DJI Care Refresh with, or if I should just try to fix it myself. But anyways, I will leave you guys here now with a list of all the things we know about the Mavic Pro 2. I hope you guys are as excited about it as I am, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay creative.